Thank you so much for joining today. Uh, that's really amazing. Let me refresh the page here. It's nice to have you here, guys. Thank you so much for joining. There was a discussion we had in the afternoon session. We're going to talk about it again this evening session. So, for the benefit of those who were not part of the afternoon session, so they will get to benefit from this evening session also. So we're going to talk about it. But first, um let's quickly go through the setup, because some people might just be here for the first time and they need to understand the setup we're working with. So thank you so much for joining, guys. I would really appreciate if you can just click the like button immediately you enter. Just click the like button. You understand? Let's get when we click the like button like that, YouTube tend to recommend the videos to the rest of our friends coming. So I really appreciate if you can just click the like button. Thank you so much. So we wanted to quickly go through our setup. Let's start from here. So the setup we're rocking right now is chart type is candlesticks. And hey Joey, how are you? Welcome back. Thank you so much for joining. Yeah, our people are landing. If you're in the if you're in the live session, go ahead and send me a hi. Yes, thank you very much. Welcome back. Yeah, so go ahead and send me a hi in the comment section. Let's give you a shout out quickly. So the chat type we're rocking is yes, good. That's very nice. Thank you. Yes, that's very very nice. So the chart type is candlesticks, and the time frame is 1 minute. Now in the candlesticks, I've enabled the timer and I've disabled this auto scroll thing. You see this auto scroll thing, it can just make somebody go mad. Sometimes it can make someone go insane. So I don't even work with it. I just leave it. You understand? Okay, down here at the trade time, we're going with 1 minute here. So we're rocking 1 minute time frame, but this is flag mode. So always remember that we're running on flag mode. This is a regular mode, but we're running the flag mode. And anytime you run flag mode, you make sure that your second hand is on zero. This one is always on zero. So that's the whole setup. And the amount here will be going in with 25%. I normally use percentage. Or you know what? I have certain kind of percentages I use. Sometimes I'll use 12.5. We have a level here. We have a level in this market. This is the level. Now the levels in the market are the areas where market has a turn around. Those are the levels. Like this, you look at this one, and this is a level. You understand? This is another level. You understand? But most of the time, the levels I mark are the key levels, like the levels that actually ushered a major movement, like this one. You can see the movement to the downside. It's a major movement, and this is another level also. You understand? So now this could be a level two. This one could be a level two, but it's not a major level. This is another major level down here. You understand? Look at the push to the upside. So these are the major things like you want to really pay attention to in the market. Basically, you get. So guys, if you are in the live session, send me a hi in the comment section. Let me give you a shout out. And also, I really appreciate if you can just click the like button right now. Yes, go ahead, click the like button right now. Thank you so much. Let's do that so that YouTube can recommend the video to the rest of our friends. Let's see if we can go with the sellers here, because I can see a little bit of hesitation from the buyers. This particular trade is just it's just basically a hunch. It's not there's nothing really technical about it. This particular trade I just took, so it may be a losing trade. You understand? But sometimes one thing I always try to tell people is that you cannot trade based on hunch. You cannot. And look at this is an example of it. You cannot. It has to be pure technical analysis, especially if you're on OTC. It has to be pure technical analysis. I'm telling you, you cannot trade based on hunch. Hunches don't work when you're trading. I'm telling you. So because of that, we need to just learn, understand how the market works. Now, there was something we're discussing in the during the day session. Um, I would like to discuss it again. Hey, how are you? Logo, how are you? Thank you so much for joining. Hope you're feeling great today. Yes, guys, send a hi in the comment section. Yeah, so that I can give you a shout out. And also, guys, let's get this like button. Let's get it up. Let's click the like button. I want the like count to increase so that YouTube can recommend this video for to the rest of the audience. Our friends. You understand? Now we have an opportunity here. I'm going to talk about it, so just stick around a little bit. I'm going to talk about it. I found this opportunity here, and see, there's another opportunity here. In fact, there are multiple opportunities here. Look at this. You see, inside this place, this is a supply area. But anytime a supply area is being broken like this, violently, without any respect, you understand, it turns into a demand area. So this area alone is called a SBD, and SBD is a supply become demand. Look at it. So now we have a demand here now, and it means the buyers are here. But you are not just going to stop there, because you see over here now, this is an area of support, area of resistance before, but that resistance has been broken, which means that resistance is going to automatically become a support area. Yes, you see fair value gap. There's fair value gap there too. So there's a lot of let me mark the fair value gap quickly. You understand? We have fair value gap here, right where the SBD is also a fair value gap, and below it we have order block. So let me mark the other block quickly. Guys, if you don't understand all these things, don't worry about it. You understand? Especially if you're a beginner, don't worry about it. There is I have got you covered. You understand? If you're a beginner, I have beginner classes I've put together for you already. Okay. Yes, large green candle. So now down here, this one I just marked now is an order block. The one above it is the fair value gap. You understand? I don't want to like mess the screen up with too many markings. Or let me put the fair value gap. Usually I don't mark fair value gaps. I just mark the order block, because usually it's the order block I trade. I don't trade the fair value gap. But for the sake of this class, I'll mark it. So this the fair value gap. Yes, if you see green fair value gap, it's going. Okay, it's going. Okay, I'll explain the fair value gap quickly. Let me mark it first. I will explain it. Okay, now you see this white area. That's the fair value gap. Usually I don't mark it. So now let me explain the fair value gap. You see, well, you know what? Let me just take a screenshot quickly. But I'm afraid that price may come down into this place, and I've not really marked the entry. Okay. Okay, cool. So let me show you quickly. Now, you see this area, that block is the order block, and this one is the fair value gap. Now, this area is not just a fair value gap alone, it's also an SBD. Supply become demand. You understand? So it's also an SBD. You understand? Now, there's a lot going on in this market right now, because this area too was an area of resistance before. Sorry, I'm trying to write very fast. You understand? And this area now is already a demand area. So inside this area now, we need to look for an entry here. That's what we need to do right now. You understand? So let me quickly just do that. Let me save this. I might need to send it. Okay, price is coming back there. So let's go to lower time frame quickly, because I want us to find that decision point. There's a oh fine. Look at this. Look at this gap. That's where the decision point is. Now a lot of people will be wondering, like, how can gap become a decision point? I'm telling you, when you have gaps like this, gaps can act like supply and demand, especially in lower time frames. So we'll mark it as a lower time frame entry. Now in even lower time frame, we may see other entries inside. So let's check S10. Okay, you can see right above that entry, we found another entry. We'll mark it again. So there's a lot of marks. Hey, Welt, how are you? Welcome. Welcome back. It's nice to have you here. Welcome back. It's nice to have you here. Guys, if you are new to the channel, go ahead and send a hi in the comment section. You understand? So that I can give you a shout out. Let me mark this quickly, because price will soon come back there. And we need to take a good trade when price comes there. You're welcome. Thank you very much. So let's go back to M1 and let's extend this entry now. This other entry, let's extend it. Okay, cool. So we have two entries and they kind of look alike. So let me, because we have too many stuff, let me just change the color. Let me change this one to hash or whatever color they call this one. Okay, cool. Let's change this. Okay, fine. It's easy on the eyes now. You understand? So now immediately price comes into this fair value gap. I'm not going to bother myself about fair value gap. But you see this decision point entry. Hey Clesley, how are you? It's nice to have you here. Thank you so much. Sorry, I didn't see your message. Yeah, I like those icons. Anytime you send those icons, they are very funny to me. So now immediately price comes down into this entry, we will take the trade. Another thing is that, yes, good bro, thank you very much. Now we have a gap down in favor of the buyers here. Look at it. So immediately price comes into this entry, we know that we are having a green candle, or at least we'll have a push to the upside. So we're going to take this trade. And if price comes into the second entry too, oops, not this one, there's a second entry down here, we will take the trade through. You understand? That's how it is. Basically, that's how we're going to take the trade. That's how we're going to take the trade. We're making this red green pattern now. If you look at it, you know what? Let's go with the red green pattern. Now you see this trade I just took is a blind trade. I'm telling you, it's not. Now it's just based on red green pattern, and that should not be. You should not take a trade just based on one reason. You understand? Though somebody might make the argument that you have a supply here, which is true, but you see this supply is not a strong supply. This particular supply here is not strong enough. Now at the way we went to the lower time frame and we found maybe an entry, yeah, like a lower time frame entry, like somewhere here now, that would have been a good one. Let me see if it's going to give us that trade. No, it's not going to give us. So it was a blind trade. You understand? Now we can go with the sellers, because we just broke a what they call it, a supply area. I'm expecting a pullback. You understand? And if we don't get the pullback, fine, it's understandable. But this is a Morningstar pattern, and we're coming in with red green pattern before. So I have a feeling that we may have a another red candle, come in. But let's just see how it goes, because sometimes I told you that when you break a supply area, it becomes a demand. This is another SBD right now. The buyers here, they may treat this place as a demand and push the price up. So there's a lot of things going on. Hey, little Joe, how are you? Jo, thank you so much. Yes, yes, we may have bites actually. You're correct. Okay, fine. That's exactly what I was saying too. Let me just quickly show you. So I was saying that this might just be a an SBD because it was previously a supply, but anytime you break a supply without any like respect, it turns to demand automatically. it it automatically becomes a demand. So you can see now we broke this supply, the price came back into this that previous supply area. The buyers, they treat it as a demand area immediately and they begin to push to the upside. So it happens like that sometimes, you understand. So I've seen it happen like that many times, you understand. And I probably should have thought about that too, especially understanding the fact that we're in an uptrend. You get the gist. So sometimes when you take your trades, you try to combine a lot of reasons. Now, if price comes back to this down area, if price comes back to this down area, we still have a good trade here. We still have some very nice trades here. We can take the trade. You understand? Because now we still have the decision points trade. You understand? These two entries. Then we still have another block. And you see, inside this other block, we've not even checked for the entry for the other block. This is the fair value gap area. I usually don't mark it, but I intentionally marked it for the sake of this class. So we'll keep an eye on this market because if it comes back, we have an opportunity. We can take the trade. So let's check this quickly. Now there was something we discussed in the afternoon. I'm going to discuss it again for the sake of those who were not around. You understand? I'm going to discuss it again. You see, the story goes like this. I got a message from one of us, actually one of our friends. You understand? And hey, Victor, how are you? Thank you so much for joining. Hope you're feeling great today, guys. Please let's click that like button. Let's get that like button number up very fast. You understand? We need to get it up so that YouTube can recommend the video to the rest of our friends. You understand? So let's do that. I'm going to go with the buyers now, especially if we have a gap down. Especially if we have a gap down, because we just crossed a doji. Let me see. Wow, the history of this market is far, but I just want to take this trade. Hey Uche, how are you? It's nice to have you here. Thank you so much. I hope we have a gap down. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I was waiting for that gap down because that would be the only yes, thank you so much, Uche. It's nice to have you here. Thank you, thank you. So like that gap down will be the only confirmation I need for this trade to happen. It's a what do you call it? I'm expecting that green candle to the upside. It's a an exhaustion candle. You understand? Exhaustion candle happens in this type of markets. You understand? So I'm expecting anytime you have exhaustion candle like that, you can have a retracement. You understand? And also, anytime you have exhaustion candle and you have a gap in the favor of whichever candle you expect, it usually happens. But this one is not happening. And I was very sure about this trade actually, but it didn't happen. I was almost like overconfident about this trade. Because we have this doji break. Well, no problem. I would keep an eye on this. Let's mark. Let's check the other market we marked. Okay. Okay. Let me tell you the story. I was about saying in the afternoon. So I got a message from someone. We have another opportunity here, and I didn't see it. It's a thought breakout. It's a thought breakout. If price breaks this level, We can go with buyers. Let me let me bring one of this up. I'll mark it properly. You can see the third breakouts. We have first touch high, second touch higher high. If price comes down into this level, we can take a trade with the buyers. And remember, we have a lot of, we have fair value gap, we have decision point, and we have order block already. There's plenty buyers down here. So if price as much as come down into this area, the buyers are going to respond. You see, this kind of trade now are the trade that you can be rest assured on that it's going to work. And we are beginning to make that red green pattern we made before. We're beginning to make it again. So I got a message from someone in the afternoon, and the message, he was explaining to me how he joined I think he joined a kind of this signal channel, or I think they were just maybe they give signals or copy trading. I can't really on I remember exactly, but the thing there is he lost like, I think he lost more than 90% of his balance. You understand? Just by following them. And I really had a heartfelt conversation with him because, hey, how are you, crypto? Welcome. Hope you're feeling great today. So I was really touched by him because I really feel sorry for him, and I understand, for someone he's a very young chap, to have lost that kind of money, it's going to be crazy sometimes. When you lose, you know, he lost over $100. You understand? In fact, over $120 actually. That's how much he lost. So when he told me, I felt really bad for him, and that's the reason why I really want to help somebody in this session today. Please, I beg you, in the name of God, please. You cannot, I need to let you understand that you cannot make money trading with signals. No, you can't. You understand? The best way to learn trading is to learn it for yourself and take the bull by the horn and take the risk by yourself. Yes, that's the best. You cannot outsource your trade to another person. You cannot. I'm telling you, you cannot do that. The reason why you cannot do that is because most of these guys that do this okay, signal channel, blah blah blah. See, they are just after the commissions they are going to make off you. You understand? Now, either you make money, either you make profits or you make losses. You understand? They are going to make. Oh, I should have gone with the sellers. This was the seller's entry. I didn't see it on time. Oh, it's a seller's entry. It's a seller's entry. Let me mark it for you so that you can see it. Because I didn't see it too. Okay. We are not yet at the seller's entry. The seller's entry is up here. We are not there yet. But we have this we've just broken a, okay, we're in a supply area too. Oh, come on. We could have gone with the sellers. We could have won at least. Well, no problem. No problem. This is a supply area. Look at it. So we are inside the supply. But no problem. It's okay. If price comes to this, we can take a trade with the sellers. So you understand, as I was saying, you can't really make too much. You have to, the most important thing for someone who is beginning. Now, when I say you are somebody who is beginning, I'm talking about somebody who's like within maybe a week to like 4 weeks into trading. You are still a beginner at 4 weeks. In fact, sometimes at 6 weeks. If you don't have the right knowledge, you are still a beginner. Yes, I'm just telling you. Unless maybe you have a mentor that has helped you, that's given the right information, and now you are able to like stand on your own. You understand? If you've not gotten that training, the proper training, you're still a beginner. Now, if you are beginning or a beginner trader, I would tell you it's best to invest in your education. You understand? Trading is a lifelong skill. Just like being a doctor is a lifelong skill. You understand? Being a carpenter is a lifelong skill. Being a fashion designer is a lifelong skill. You understand? I'm expecting a red candle to happen here. If it doesn't happen, it's fine. You understand? But in a way, I we have a break of structure. We should have a red candle. The sellers should come in. So as I was saying, you get it. Just you really, really need to be able on your to stand. You need to invest in your own education and learn and learn and learn until you get to the point whereby you are able to read the markets. You are looking at the market and you can tell what's happening. You know, like for example, you look at a market you've not marked. You can look at the market and say, okay, fine. Okay. You can gauge certain things very fast. Yes. That is when you've started. You understand? But if you have not gotten there, you can do it. Anybody can do it. You understand? So don't feel intimidated that all these things look arbitrary. It looked arbitrary when I started, but I'm telling you, if someone like me can do it, somebody was asking me the other time, like, what do you do? I'm a musician. You understand? Now, some people would think, okay, musicians are very smart. Well, you don't really need to be very smart to do this, really. You just need the right knowledge. You understand? That is what you need, guys. So I'm telling you, don't outsource your trade to somebody else to trade for you. Don't do that. Don't. You understand? You can learn this. You see this? You see this channel is full of good information. Hey, Gemward, how are you? Welcome. Hope you are feeling great today. Coquette Sotio. Sorry, I couldn't read your message. We're talking about $60. Sorry, I couldn't. Please resend the message. I would like to read your message, please. I couldn't read it properly. Please resend the message. Okay, as I was saying, you understand, you cannot outsource your trade. Now, you can imagine somebody wants to be a surgeon. Do you expect them to like hire another person to learn the surgery or to hire another surgeon to come and do their surgery? No, they don't. What do? They go to school. You understand? They learn how to be a surgeon. It's as simple as that. Let me quickly read your message. If I have $60, can I make a lot of money? Now, you see, the amount you start with is not the problem. Either $100, either $10, that's not the problem. You understand? That's not what will determine how much money you are going to make. What will determine how much money you are going to make is your understanding of the markets and how well you can place your trades and how well you can regulate your emotions while trading. Yes, these are the factors that would kick in immediately. Immediately you are in the live in your real account. These are factors that will kick in immediately. You understand? You have to learn how to risk management. You have to learn how to regulate your emotions under pressure. So if you cannot do that, even if you load $1,000, I'm telling you, you can blow it. You can blow any amount. Hey, how are you? Molindwa. Yes, thank you so much, Gemworld. It's nice to have you here, Molindwa. Thank you so much. Everybody, Gemworld is in the house, and I need to, recognize Gemworld especially. Gemworld is in the house right now, and Gemworld is the OG of this channel. Please, guys, let me give her a special welcome. You understand? You understand? You see that funny emoji? Please let me throw it to the comment section. Gemworld, thank you so much for coming. Yes, Mulindwa, thank you so much for coming too. I really appreciate. You understand? So as I was saying, guys, you can imagine you can imagine if somebody is training to be a, let me say, a pilot. You don't outsource your job as a pilot to someone else to do. That's exactly how it is when you want to be a trader, but you want another person to trade for you. No, it's not possible. You understand? Uh Coquette Coquette, so I couldn't read your message. I'm so sorry. Please resend the message. And thank you so much for coming. Thank you so much. I'm so sorry for butchering that name. I couldn't like pronounce everything at the same time. Thank you so much. Can I copy your trade? No, you cannot. We can come to an arrangement. No. Regardless of the arrangement, at ABC, we cannot do copy trading. I don't encourage it, and I'm not doing that. Okay, what market manipulation? Okay, I'll tell you. I would talk about market manipulation. You understand? So, so you've heard it right now. You cannot do. I don't do copy trading. I'm not going to do it. So let's just forget about it. The reason why I'm here is to help you learn how to trade. Is to educate you, give you the right education about trading, and help you to become a better trader. That is what I'm here to do, and that's what I'm going to do. You understand? Hey, how are you, Timo? Thank you so much for joining. Hope you're feeling great today. Thank you, Timo. It's nice to have you here. So you understand, because it you need to get to that point whereby you are able to read the markets. You understand? You can, and there's still one thing called at ABC. Hey Sunday, how are you? It's nice to have you here. Is this no? This is pocket option. It's not IQ option. And the link to the description is in below. I've traded 6 years with demo and only realize most things now. Yeah, exactly. Yes, you're correct. See, you can trade for a long time. It doesn't matter how long you've been trading. If you don't have the right information, and if you don't take the right steps, you won't still become profitable. You understand? So it's not about how long you've been trading. No, it is about, see, you can see someone that is just 6 months into trading, and they are already making good numbers. Yes, I tried verifying my ID, but it's not working. If you are verifying your ID and it's not working, use either well, what country are you from? If you are from Nigeria, use your voter's card, or use international passport or driver's license. A lot of people use NIN. They don't accept NIN. I have bad reps with NIN. NIN don't work, so don't even bother about NIN. You understand? Yes, if you're from Nigeria, use voter's card, use driver's license, or use your international passport. Those three will work. Don't use NIN at all. Forget about NIN. They kind of accept NIN, but it will take you a long time. Like, they will tell you to verify, do a lot of things. So it's just use voter's card. It's better. They will take it once. Please prescribe me a broker with low market manipulation. Okay. Okay. Now, the only broker I actually know right now is Pocket Option, and the link is in the description below. If you check the description below, you see a broker link. There's a broker link in the description. Just click it. It will take you straight to the platform. You can register. You understand? Now, once you are done registering, you understand, come back to this channel. There is a playlist I've made for beginners, and it's not only for beginners, but anybody. You can check the playlist. The playlist is called uh um what's binary option for beginners. I'll put it there. You understand? It's very, very easy. Okay, thanks. I'll make sure. Exactly. You're welcome. So the thing there is, you need to um go there, go to the playlist, binary option for beginners. I have about 16 videos there. Watch all the 16 videos. That will give you the foundational knowledge you need. That's one. Now, number two, if you are done with that, practice. Now, if you really want to practice, I have another playlist called Live Trade Sessions. You see, the playlist called Live Trade Session has more than maybe 150 videos, or maybe 200 videos. I don't even know, but it's plenty. Now, they are my own personal live, like my real account trades that I've recorded. You understand? And I've used it as a lecture for a lot of people that want to learn. Go there, go and watch all the videos. You'll be able to learn everything you need to learn. All the strategies, QMs, levels. The same way I'm teaching here right now is the same way I'm teaching over there. I taught over there. You understand? But with my real account, you understand? You will learn so much in that playlist. So just go ahead. Hey, Aso, how are you? It's nice to have you here. Thank you a lot. You understand? And it has trading has helped my life a lot. But don't worry, we'll talk about that another time. I'm getting hard issues with verifying ID in IQ. Ended up okay, I couldn't finish. If it, I really don't know about IQ, and I can't talk about IQ. You understand? I can only talk about the one I know actually. So if you want to if you want to use the broker I use, I have the link in the description below. I have tagged this broker link. It will take you, if you click the link, it will take you straight. Hey, how are you? Hi, thank you so much for joining. Sorry, I couldn't read your name. It's not in English, so I couldn't read that name. I'm so sorry, but I know you know I'm talking about you. Thank you so much for joining. Hope you're feeling great today. Thank you, thank you. Guys, please let's click that like button so that the rest of our friends can join us quickly. You understand? So the thing there is you need to invest in your education. You understand? Because what you need as a beginner is the education. You need to know what you're doing in the market. I've answered it in that playlist. Just watch it. You get the gist. You understand why we don't need stop loss or take profits. You understand? We don't need all that in binary option because it's different from like the regular traditional trading. It's the same chart, it's everything, but it's different. It's kind of you only have two options: either the price is going up or it's coming down, basically. So let's find a good opportunity in the market. I know we've talked a lot. So really, I really felt bad for that, for that person, and I felt compassionate for him, and I understand how it is sometimes when you lose a lot of money. So please, that's why I'm begging you in the name of God, don't outsource your trading to anybody to trade for you. No, don't do that. Take the bone by the horn. You can do it. Don't let anybody deceive you or make you feel as if you cannot do it. You can do it. Just give it a shot. Dedicate enough time to it. You would actually get it. Dedicate enough time to it, you'll get it. Let's see if the sellers will come in. I have a feeling we should have sellers coming in. Oh, okay. I actually wanted to come in because of this morning star pattern. And the sellers already gave us this push to the downside initially. And we have a trend line down here. But no problem. Okay. Uh I think it's bullshit. Sorry, I can't read your message. Please resend it. Let me it's Adebisi. Let me read your message. I can't read the message right now. It's long, it's very long. So and this message doesn't stay it takes a while. Okay, thank you. Okay. Okay, I still cannot read that message. I think you were talking about brokers taking advantage of people. Yes, I understand how it is. You understand? But the thing there is, I can't really speak for the brokers, you understand, because I'm not a broker myself and I don't represent them in any way. You get the gist. But right now, the only thing I can help people with is the right information because I know information is very powerful. You understand? If you have the right information, you can move mountains. You understand? And it is lack of information that is making a lot of people actually lose. And another thing is that the brokers are banking on the fact that a lot of people are not patient, they are greedy. Uh, all there are certain bad traits that begins to show themselves immediately. Once you enter the market, you understand. For example, now maybe you start with 100 and you got into 200. Then there's this greed that springs up inside you. You want to make more money. Then what do? Then you begin to overtrade. You understand? Now, it is not the fault of the broker that you're over trading. It's your lack of discipline. You understand? So all those little indiscipline that we have as natural human beings, you understand? Now it's playing out against us because naturally, a natural person is not really disciplined like that unless they've gotten a certain kind of training. You get the gist. Any book I can read that help you become a profitable trader. There's one particular book, I can't remember the title again, but don't worry, I'm going to find that book, and in the next session I'll talk about the book. You understand? There was one particular book I read. I can't remember the title. I can't remember I remember the author because it was suggested to me by one of my uncles like that. The person that actually introduced me to pocket option. You understand? So, but I will try and get find the title, then I'll talk about it. Or you can remind me the next session we have. Then I would have prepared ahead for that one because I wasn't prepared for this session right now. This particular question, you understand? So that's how it is, guys. I really want you to get to the point where you understand that you can do this, but you need to be dedicated to it, and you need to get to a point whereby you have to practice and practice, guys. I can't overestimate the importance of practice when it comes to, you know. I was saying it in the afternoon that I've been practicing um um binary options trading for more than 3 years, and I've been doing that for every day. How many days do we have in a year? Multiplied by three. I've been entering the market every day since then. That's the number. Scalping or swing trading. Um, we don't do scalping in binary option. We just trade. We don't do scalping at all. You understand? That's why I told you binary option is different. It's totally different from the regular trading. You understand? It's totally different because we don't do scalping. We don't do anything like that. We just trade. Let's look for a very good opportunity in the market. You understand? Let's look for a good one. Now, guys, there's one more thing I need to say. You see, this one is for all the seasoned traders. Now, anytime you want to enter the market, check for market condition. Hey, Rotimi, how are you? It's nice to have you here. Thank you so much. Hope you're feeling great today. Yes, guys. I need to mention one thing quickly before I continue. If you are new to the channel, please, I would appreciate if you can click that subscribe button. Thank you so much for doing that. We're trying to get to 1,000 subscribers and we're very close. If you look at that subscriber count now, you see we're very close. So I would really be honored if I can have you as one of the first 1,000 subscribers on this channel. Thank you so much for doing that. Now, and this one is to everybody. If you have not clicked that like button, I don't know what you're waiting for. Click the like button. It's free of charge now. I'm not charging you for that. Guys, wanna do that one now? Correct. Click the like button. Thank you. Fine. Now, I was gonna say something for the seasoned traders amongst us. Anytime you enter the market, you need to do your due diligence to check the market condition. Hey, Florence, how are you? It's nice to have you here. Thank you so much for joining. Thank you, thank you, thank you. You understand? Now, you need to do your due diligence to check the condition of the market. See, you were talking about the brokers just now. I can tell you for a fact, the brokers are not here to come and pick granuts. You understand? They are here to make money, and they are preying on your immaturity. They are preying on, that's how it is. And you need to understand. Now, when you become mature, you understand that first thing you need to do is to check market conditions. If market conditions are not working fine, or like today's um sessions now, like today's market now, they are not good markets, but I will still trade with it. Why? Because we're in a live session and I need to show one or two things. That's why we've been losing a lot of trades, and I'll show you why. Now I was expecting a gap down. This is a an evening star pattern. We have a what is this? We have a demand area down here. Normally the buyers are down here. If price comes down into this demand area, we can go with buyers. As simple as that. That's how the trade should go. You understand? But we have a gap up. Usually gap ups are in the favor of sellers, and now buyers are coming in. That tells you something is wrong with this market. First, you need to be aware of that. The market is not settled. You understand? Or there are not enough people in the market. So market conditions are very important. Now look at this. We have another demand area down here. Let me mark the demand for you. And price is just not respecting the demand. It's just price just running through it. Now, price ran through this demand and made it a supply. So it became a DBS. A demand becomes supply. That's what DBS is. How do I know it's DBS? Because this buyer's area, demand, but price broke through it and the sellers came in after the breakout. They treated this area as a supply. So that's why the price rejected from this area. You can see the same thing may happen here too. If price come here, I'll go with the buyers, because but I have a feeling they may just break through it and want to turn it into an SBD too. So you see all these market conditions. Hey, Rwanda Estate or Rwanda Estate, how are you? It's nice to have you here. Thank you so much. Hope you're feeling great today. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you so much for joining. So you understand now. You can see they just touch this area a little bit. Now they may just break this place to the downside. There's another demand down here again. You understand? But if immediately supply and demand areas are not being respected, something is already wrong with that market, because it is demand and supply that move the market. So if demand and supply areas are not being respected, something is wrong already. I'm expecting a pullback here. If this pullback doesn't happen, this market is not stable. You understand? Now, immediately you realize that the market is not stable, you don't trade in it. You just leave the market, come back in 6 hours, because that you see that market condition can linger for a very long time. You understand? And that's the reason why I always tell you. You understand? Look at this. This market is not respected. It's not well respected. We're just lucky that our entry was down here. You get it, just so all these little things. These are okay. We have a gap down. We should go with the buyers. Let's go with the buyers again. We should have a green candle actually. Why? Because we have market sequence of, look at this. Let me show you. We have market sequence of 2 red, 1 green, 2 red, 1 green. We have 2 red again. We should expect a green one. That's the first reason. Market sequence. Number 2, we are in a demand area, so we have buyers in this area. Now, another thing is that we have gap down in favor of buyers. So everything points that the buyers should come in, the buyers should come in. So if the sellers come in, the market condition is bad. It's a bad market. You understand? You might as well just leave the market and not, for now at least, for that period. You get it? This is exactly what I'm talking about. So you should be able to read market conditions. And these are the things I teach my students. You understand? These are the things I teach. I intentionally teach my students, tell them, how to gauge the market, how to check. You understand? Sometimes we do top-down analysis. I did top-down analysis the other day. You understand? Look at this. This is M15. You read the market from higher time frame. You come down lower time frame. Hey Prince. Hey Prince. Welcome back. Thank you so much. Welcome back. You understand? So you from M15 you read M5. You understand? You get a sense for where the market is going. You understand? Then you come to M3. Then you try and confirm some of those things that you've seen from M15 and M5. Then you come back to M1. Then you begin to build your decision map, about the market. You understand, based on the direction or the market's direction. You know, sometimes I show people how to use the zigzag tool. You understand? Look at this. We've been having uptrend, but really, this market has been a big range. If you check higher time frame, especially M5, you understand, it's a big range. So price is going up right now according to M5. You understand? This area is just a little bit of, I think, those kind of intermediate supply areas that you have. You understand? So if you extend it like this, you see. So they may just range a little bit, then keep going up. And look at in M1, I will show you something in M1. We're already making double bottom here. And in the afternoon, remember I told you that when you see double bottom, what does it mean? It means the market is telling the buyers it's time to buy. So from all this top down analysis we just made now, we know that the market is going to go up. What do we do then? We will be looking for buy opportunities. You understand? We'll be looking for buy opportunities in the market. You understand? The opportunities that support the buyers. You understand? Those are the trades we want to be taking. You understand? Look at this now. We have a demand area down here. The buyers are already coming in. I was waiting for price to close inside here, then I'll go with the buyers. Hey Oluwasegun, thank you so much for joining. Hope you are feeling great today. Thank you very much for joining. Thank you. I really appreciate that. So you understand, guys. We know the market direction now. We can trade along, because if you trade against the market's direction, if you trade against the market's direction, it's like you swimming against the currents. You understand? So all these things together like this, you understand, is what makes you a good trader, and it takes time to learn. So you need to understand that it's going to take a while. Just like being a surgeon takes a while, being an artist takes a while, being a musician takes a while. So you are not going to become like profitable so fast. You understand? Don't expect anything quick like that. It's not going to happen. I'm the only one that can tell you this truth. See, I've not seen anybody on the internet talking, saying the raw truth like this. So I know it's going to sting some people. So, but the truth of matter is that if you can just take this thing and apply it to your trading, it will help with your expectation. One, then it will help you understand. Okay, wow. Thank you so much, Oluwasegun. Thank you very much. You understand? So really, by the time you gather all this knowledge, it is the knowledge that is going to help you to be stable. So in those seasons when it's as if maybe you are making losses, or maybe you are practicing but you are blowing even your demo account, you see like, I'm blowing all this demo. It's a learning curve. Over time you will get a hang of it. So you keep practicing those strategies, you keep learning all these things. It will help you. You understand? And guys, by the way, I've been told, let me just say this. I've been told to like say this specially. So I'm going to say it this once. If you're finding values in these live videos and in on this channel, please support the channel actually. You understand? I really would like to like spend more time with you guys, but your support will be needed for that. You understand? And I'm not the type that like to like solicit support. I don't do that, and sincerely I don't. But I've been told to do this, so I'm going to do this right now. Mahi May, how are you? Hope you're feeling great today. Thank you so much. Oh, thank you. You just joined. Thank you so much. Hope you're feeling great today. Thank you so much for joining. I really appreciate that. Thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Citizen Mo. Thank you so much. I really appreciate. Hope you're feeling great today. You understand? So I'm not the type that do soliciting for things, but the thing there is I've been told to say this, so I'm gonna say it. Yes, exactly. If you don't see plenty setups, Just take the amount of setups you see, and just thank God that at least I have people who are testifying to what I'm saying. I feel like just randomly going with this momentum. Let's go with it, especially because we have a double bottom and we're expecting a push to the upside. Remember, I told you a few minutes ago that when you see a double bottom, the market is telling the buyers it's time to buy. Look at it. But it's only experience that can teach you this kind of thing. And this is what I teach my students. You understand? So if you are the type that you really don't have time, and or you want me to take you personally one on one, join the Barter-Pro mentorship. The link to join is in the Telegram channel below. Just click the Telegram channel and send me. Okay, it's possible, but look at it now. It's going to be a win. It's going to be a win now. Look at it. You understand? I'm just going with the momentum. Though I usually don't trade with the momentum like this. I'm even surprised that I'm winning this. But I know it's because of this momentum, this double bottom. So I've been told, if you would like to support the channel, please make use of the super thanks, the super chat, and the super stickers. And it would be nice if you can join the YouTube membership, the Barter-Pro YouTube membership. That would be awesome. Sorry, I missed one message now. I didn't see it very, very well. I would like to please resend the message. I would like to read it. You understand? So it's just like that, guys. You understand? And if you want to be a part of the Barter-Pro mentorship, oh, this is a very strong push to the upside. This is so nice. But I can't just randomly join the what they call it, the momentum. Sometimes immediately you try to join the momentum, you just realize that they turn around and you lose the trade, but the momentum is so strong, you think you win. So it happens like that sometimes. So so the thing is, if you want to join the Barter-Pro mentorship, click the Telegram channel link, and once you are in the Telegram channel, there's this tag called Barter-Pro mentorship. Yes, this kind of momentum, it's crazy because if you try to join it, it just reverses on you, and you'll be wondering like, but the market was good. Yes, it seems good, but no, you should not join momentums like this. No, I don't do it actually. We'll just look for another opportunity in the market. You understand? So when you get to the Telegram channel link, I have a tag called Barter-Pro mentorship. Click on the tag and you'll be able to send me a message directly. Then we can discuss about your mentorship. You understand? Tell you how we're going to go about it and all that. You'll be able to learn more. So thank you so much for doing that. God bless you. But let's keep checking the market. Now the thing there is, from this point on, if I don't see any opportunity, I will not take a trade. How long have you been trading? I just it's more than 3 years. I just mentioned it like a few minutes ago. You understand? Over like not it's back to back or 3 years. Like that kind of we have 360 5 days in a year. Now multiply that by three. I've been in the market like every day like that consistently. So if you want to know the amount of days in between, that's the number. You can do the math yourself. You get it. So it's a constant, a consistent thing. You cannot take a day off and say no. You have to go at it very hard and be ready to learn. That's the only way you can win, actually. Trust me. Or you can be a better trader. It takes a long time to profitable, a lot of effort. Yes, a lot of effort is needed if you are the only one doing it on your own. Like, for example, if you don't have a mentor, it's going to take a lot of effort, definitely. Yes. But when you have a mentor, somebody who's teaching you within 6 months, if you follow all the instructions within 6 months, and it depends on how fast of a learner you are. You understand? If you're a very fast learner, within 6 months, you'll be good. You understand? Exactly. This consistency, you understand? So you need that consistency and you need to be obsessed about it. Trust me. You need that obsession level of concentration about it. or else you won't really be able to, you cannot go on and off and say, okay, I'll do it today, then I'll not do tomorrow. No, you cannot do that. You have to you have to journal all your trades, study. Yes, you have to study. You have to study both your wins and your losses. Everything you have to do. So it's a lot of work, but it's a lot of work that pays well. You understand? You can make what a pilot is making in a month. You can make it in a day. I'm not even joking right now. What some people make in a whole year, you can make it in 2 weeks. You understand? It all depends on how well you are good. You become start last year drained account 2 times. Phone was, oh sorry, I couldn't read the last part. Oh, sorry about draining your accounts. But don't worry, see. Now let's talk about losses a little bit. You understand? Because you see, if you are looking for the reality of trading, this is the channel for you. You understand? All the realities, like all the good and bad, I will tell you because I've experienced everything. Hey, 992ULG, thank you so much for joining. Hope you're feeling great today. Thank you very much for joining. Now, let's talk about losses. You see, when you are starting, I always advise people when you're starting, don't use big amounts because you are just starting and you don't know much yet. You can't read the market. Some people don't even understand pattern recognition. You cannot look at this market now. We have this market sequence: two green candle red, two green candle red, two green candle red. Some people cannot, they've not seen it unless until now that I'm showing them. You understand? Now, if you're that kind of person, you cannot be entering the market with $1,000. What are you doing with that amount? No, that's pure greed. You cannot do that. You understand? What you need to do, enter with small amounts. Enter with $10. Take $1 trade first. Have a feel for the market. Know how it is. You understand? Underrated comment. Very true. Yes, exactly. Very true. You understand? Because at the end of the day, you are still going to make a lot of money. But at the beginning, what you need is experience with the market. You understand? You need that experience more than that education. You need it more than anything. So, what you need to do is to have a feel for the market. You get it? Just now, when you get to that point, we may have a common point of rejection here. I'm ready to take it, but I'm trying to see if we have a round number down there. Is there a round number somewhere? I want to take it, but I'm waiting for the round number down here. So the thing is, just go, especially at the beginning, go in with small amounts. Have a feel for the market. You are probably going to even lose itself, but at least use that as an education for yourself to gauge your strengths and weaknesses. Now, guys, let me give you one shortcut because I've been giving shortcuts since all day. If you don't have money to enter the market, participate in a tournament. You see me do it every day. You understand? You see that tournament is the closest thing you can get to a real market. Do it. Eh, do it. You understand? Go inside that tournament. Test your ability. Test how much, how well you think, okay, how well, let's go with sellers here. Test how well you feel, okay, you've gotten. I was expecting the sellers to come in because of number one, the gap up, the number two, this push to the upside. But no problem. Let's see how it pans out. And the market, we still have like a level, a gaps to this level down here. So I'm expecting the sellers to like come in, but let's just see how that happens. So you understand, if you don't have money to trade, don't worry, you don't have to bother yourself. Participate in a tournament. You are probably going to blow the amount, but at least better than you blowing your account. Now, if you've gotten to an extent whereby you feel okay, You can carry that tournament amount. Maybe you can carry to, maybe you start with 100, then you can get to 200, then you can get to 300. That tells you that, okay, I can enter the market with a sizable amount. And over time, little by little, you increase the amount you enter the market with. That's how to do it. Hey, Joey, how are you? Hope you're feeling great today. Joite White, thank you so much for joining. I'm sorry if I butchered that name. I couldn't read it properly. You understand? But thank you so much for joining. So you get the gist. This is how you can become a better trader. You get it. We have another double bottom here right now. You can see this is another double bottom. It's already forming. The buyers are going to come in and they're going to break this level. When I'm going to see $1K as a student. Ah, you're funny. No, but funny enough, I'm telling you the truth. Anything can happen in this market. Anything can happen in this market. There was a particular time I think I was, now let me tell you a story. Today I've been telling, this is the second story I'm telling, I'm telling you guys today, but let me tell you this story. I did not tell this story, in the afternoon session, but let me just say it. There was a time, there was one particular time, when I used to practice a lot. Well, I still practice a lot till now, but that particular time, I participated in the tournaments, and you will not believe, but I took that $100 that they give you in the tournaments. I took it to $100,000. I think it took me about. I even entered the tournament. I think I entered late. I entered around that 2 o'clock in the afternoon. Hey, Fiola, how are you? It's nice to have you here. Thank you so much. Thank you, Fiola. When did you deposit? No, you don't deposit for the tournament. It's free of charge. You just participate. It's a free tournament. They do it every day. You understand? So that day, when you enter for the tournament, they'll give you like $100 kind of. They call it 100T. I think it's called tournament point or something like that. So once you enter for the tournament, you see 100 in your balance. I do it every time during that day session. You will see 100T on my distance. That's the tournament point. You understand? I took that $100 that they give you. Was asking. Okay, you were asking Oluwasegun. Okay, you understand? You see that $100 they will give you. I took it to 100,000, and that day you would be shocked. I was the first on the list until the last 2 minutes before the tournament closed, and I three people just jumped in front of me. But until the last 2 minutes, I was the first on the list. You understand? By the time the tournament closed, I was the fourth on the on the list, and you would not believe the amount of participants that day was, I think, 7,000 something. So you can imagine, out of 7,000 people all over the world, I kept the first position until the last 2 minutes. Then I became fourth. Now, you see, immediately that day happened, I knew that I was ready because that was the confirmation I needed. Hey, Solomon, how are you? Yes, pocket option is safe to trade. It's safe to trade. But you need the right knowledge, and that's exactly what I'm talking about today. Hey, Subteria, how are you? It's nice to have you here. Yeah, my brother from South Africa. Thank you so much. Hope you're feeling great today. Thank you very much for joining. Thank you. You understand? But that was the day I knew that I was ready. From 100 to 100,000. You can. Do you think $100,000 is small amount? It's not. That's life changing money right there. You get the gist. Yes, yes. I've only traded one trade since. I'm waiting for the opportunities actually. I'm waiting for the opportunity. One good thing that you quickly learn as a trader is that you sometimes you maybe just be looking at the chart for 20 minutes and not trade, and you'll be you'll be doing a lot of analysis, analyzing the market, trying to find good entries, marking this, marking that. But if you don't see the entry, or if you don't see your strategy, you don't take the trade, you just wait. But right now, this market seems like the best market I've seen so far. That's why I'm just waiting on the market to give me entry. Now, anytime you see you have markets like this is what I call basic market structure. Anytime you have basic market structure pattern like this, you see, you can take. Let me mark it for you. I'll show you something quickly. Let me show you. I like to illustrate a lot, but my S Pen is not doing is not doing justice right now. But let me show you. This is what I mean. You see, you can take your trades around here, 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 here. You understand? Along the boundaries. This is let me see if I can. My S Pen is not. Don't worry, I'll change my device very soon. So I'll be able to illustrate better. You see, when price comes to this area, you take your trade there. If price comes along this side, you take your trade. When you see basic market structure like this, don't bother yourself trading in the middle. You understand? It's not very, unless you see a very good opportunity with multiple confirmations, you can do that. And another thing is that it has to be along the trade you have to take has to be in the market's direction. This is what I mean by market's direction. Immediately market comes to this downside. I wish I knew this stuff when I started. Exactly. A lot of people knew they wish it sounds cheap, but when you learn on your own, yes, it's very risky actually. But that's why you need a mentor. Trust me. Every trader needs a mentor. So look at this. Immediately price gets here and begins to go up. The market direction is up. Immediately they get up and they begin to come down. The market direction is down. So you see here now, they've not touched down, they've not touched up. You cannot take a trade in the middle. It's going to be a bad trade. You understand? Let me just save this. I'll send it to the people in the Telegram channel. So you can see now, somebody might want to take this doji trade. It's risky to take a doji trade in the middle of this kind of markets. Look at that. Look at that. You understand what I'm saying? Normally, I would go with the sellers if you want to take this doji trade. Because we have a doji break, you go with the sellers. But it's risky. It's risky. You can't do that, or else you just lose. And look at this. We're expecting a red candle now, but the buyers are coming in. You understand? So the probability of the market is not certain right now. You understand? Thank God at least it gave us that red candle. But really, really, I wouldn't take that trade because the probability of the sellers is not on the high side. How bullish do you feel about C? I don't know. I don't know what to mean by CMEN. If you start with 100 in your account, what is the best amount to risk? But okay. Now the thing there is like when talking about risk management, it's a personal thing. I usually don't even talk about. The reason why I don't talk about it is because you see, in risk management, there's this factor called risk tolerance. Risk tolerance is about like how much are you willing to lose on a trade, such that if you lose that money, it will not affect your psychology. Like you can easily part with it and you are fine. You get the gist. Those are the factors that you need to put into consideration. I'll go with the sellers when the price gets over that. Oh, I want to go with the sellers above this round number. Hmm. We have a gap up in favor of the sellers, but I need that round number to take the trade. If it doesn't come to the round number, I won't take the trade. So you can see how I'm trying to reduce my risk now. You understand? Yes, I'm with you too. You understand? So that's how it is basically. Because when it comes to risk management, you need to be able to gauge the amount of risk you are willing to take first. You understand? Then that would be the amount. Now, you see, for example, let's say you have $100 in your account and the amount you are comfortable losing is $5. But you know that if you lose $15, it's going to be too much for you and it's going to affect your mood, or it's going to affect you psychologically. It's just going to affect you. Now, this is my own formula. You have five, you can lose $5 without worrying about it, but you will not. If you lose $15, it's going to worry you. Find a middle ground between that area. You understand? Find an average. You understand? The average between 15 and 5. Find that average. You understand? If you add 5 to 15, that's 20. Divided by 2, that's 10. 10 is your number. You understand? Somebody will say, okay, no, I don't want to do it like that. I just want to a number between 5 and 15. You can take 7. You understand? You can, it's a matter of just thinking. Don't be too comfortable with the amount. At the same time, don't be too on the edge with the amount too. You get the gist? So you find a middle ground. For me, when I'm starting a trade, I don't even use amounts. I use percentage. I go with 12.5% of whatever balance I have. It doesn't matter if it's 1,000, it doesn't matter if it's 500. I will just go with 12.5% of it. So you understand now. That's how to calculate it. So it is different for everybody. It's not the same. It's not a one size fits all for everybody. So that's the reason why I tell you. You understand? I don't even talk about it because I always tell people, I give the disclaimer. It's disclaimer. It's please, it's not financial advice. I'm not a financial advisor. You understand? Yeah. So, but the thing there is, you need to be able to, on your own, figure out certain things that you are comfortable with, then run with it. As simple as that. That will really go a long way to help you. Now we can go with the sellers now. I'm waiting for that. They've not touched that round number since. I was thinking to close up here. Then I'll go with the sellers. I was expecting to close up here. We still have 35 seconds. Let's see. That round, I was hanging on this round number to see how we can, because we have a gap up in favor of the sellers. You understand? So we may have a red candle coming. We may have the sellers coming, for a red candle. Now, if this gives us a green candle, I'll still go with the sellers for the next candle. I'm expecting that red candle at one point or the other. Okay, we have a gap up. That's good. So let's just go with the sellers now. So we have doji break. We have um we have a lot of reasons to go with the sellers actually. Remember I told you from the previous explanation, this sellers entry. You can see the sellers came in, sellers came in. I'm expecting sellers to come in here. We have doji break. Yeah, beautiful entry. So we have doji break and we have round number and we have gap up. So we have multiple reasons to take this trade with the sellers. You understand? If even if it happens that we lose the trade, it's still a beautiful trade. Trust me. So you can't feel bad about trades like this. No, you cannot, because it's a good trade. You understand? Now, like I said, it's a probability thing. So if the probability shifts in your favor, fine. If it shifts against you, it's fine also. You understand? It's just a breakout. This is a breakout now. Now, the fact that this breakout happened tells you that there's a decision point down here. Look at it. We can mark that decision point. If price comes back, we'll take a trade based on that decision point. There's another one down here. The one down there now is going to be the best. This one, you understand? But let me check what we can do. Okay, we'll go back to M1. We'll wait. If price comes back there, we can take a trade. But we just need to be careful. But we can actually take a very good trade, so no problem. So This is how you take it. You combine your reasons, and even if you combine your reasons and you don't win the trade, it's fine. Why? Because when last did you blow your account? Hmm, it's been a while though, but it happens. See, blowing account. Now let me tell you the gist. You see, even the biggest gurus, like the biggest gurus, you understand, they are not immune to blowing accounts, and they are not immune to losing streaks. You have to see losing streaks as a normal thing, as part of trading. Oh, I missed that entry. I wanted to take the trade down here, but the market just jumped up. I missed the entry. Come on, that was bad. That entry was not good. The entry would have been down here, inside this entry. It would have been lovely, but no problem. So nobody is really immune. You understand, to blowing of accounts. I can tell you the truth. You understand? A lot of people blow their accounts, but one good thing you need to understand is there's a difference between somebody who is mature in the market, blowing the account, and somebody who is a novice blowing the accounts. You get the gist. If a guru blows his account now, he knows he's not bothered. You understand? If we end green, we're good. Okay. Yes, we're good. There's another entry down here, but I won't take the trade. I won't take the trade because of this. Maybe I'll make it a hobby to turn in to my career. It doesn't matter either a hobby or not. The most important thing is that you know what you are doing. You understand? If once you know what you are doing, it can be a career, it can be a hobby. It doesn't matter. See, if your hobby makes you, let's say in a day, your hobby makes you like $1,000 a day, or it makes you like $1,000 a week, it's still good. You understand? It doesn't matter if it's if it's a hobby or a life career. It doesn't matter. You understand? The most important thing is that you are being profitable. That's all that matter, really. You understand? You understand? So, anyways, that is that about losses. So, anytime a beginner makes losses, you should understand that is part of trading, and it is just the beginning. You understand? So now another thing is that a lot of people are full of revenge. You see them, they enter the market because they want to make their money back. No, don't do that. Oh, sorry, I couldn't see the last message. You understand? They want to enter the market because, okay, when you are down, bad it's born. Yes. I couldn't read all the messages. They are entering too fast, but no problem. So the thing there is, anytime you have it, maybe you've made a loss in the market, and okay, you are now coming back. Don't come back with the mindset of making that loss back. No, it's a new session. See it as a new session, and try to make the most of that session based on that balance you have currently. Don't think, okay, I lost $100 last week, I have to make it back this week. No, no, don't do that. That mindset will not help you. It will not. I'm telling you, it will not help you. You get it, just so you need the kind of mindset that would keep you going, that will keep you moving forward. That's the mindset you need. Yes, no baggage. Thank you. No, don't carry that baggage. No. Clear your mind of all, and if you feel you are still feeling like you have that revenge in your mind, don't enter the market yet. Let it clear, like purge yourself of other thoughts first. That's the only way you can really make a lot of money in the market. Because see, you need your mind to be sharp and to focus on the market. And now let me now tell you the gist, guy. We've been talking about money since. You see, the money is not that important, and I'll tell you why it's not that important. What is really important when you enter the market is finding good trades. You see, if you're able to find good setups and you're able to take the best entries. You see that the money is a side effect. Yes, the money is just a side effect of taking good trades. The money you make is a side effect of taking good trades. So taking good trades is what you should focus on. Looking for best entry, looking for the best. Look at me, most of the time you see, I'll see an entry, I'll be like, okay, look at this now, we can go with the buyers. If it goes down again, I'll go with the buyers one more time. I'm expecting a push to the upside, and I'll tell you why. You see, this candle closed on a round number. Remember I told you something about round numbers. Some losses can sting you. Now, let me now tell you why those losses sting. It's because you you risk too much in the first place. You understand? Now, when you risk too much to take a trade, it's going to sting when you lose. You understand? Now, if for the people who are seasoned traders, they know that that loss is not nothing. They're going to make it back. They know it already. You understand? Especially, okay, for example, now you see someone that has $100 and they take a trade of $100 because they want to make big money fast and they lost the trade. It's going to stink because that's all you have. You understand? And I think I said it like 3 days ago that you see, slow is the fastest way up. Let me repeat myself. Slowly is the fastest way up. You grow little by little. That's the fastest way. But if you want to grow fast, it's either you are risking, excuse me, it's either you are risking a lot of money. You understand? And that's not good for your psychology. Because if you are afraid of losing that money, you can't find the best trades. You can't find the best strategy. You can't. Because your mind is on that money. So exactly. Yeah, that's very funny. You understand? So, but imagine that you've made up your mind that I'm going to take just 5 trades today. If I have 4 back-to-back trades, I will skip the fifth one. That's what I tell myself most of the time. You understand? My target is to take 5 trades, but if I see 4 back-to-back trades and it's good, I'm out of the market. Go and check all my videos, all the live trade sessions. Be playing. You understand? You know, so that's how it is basically. You get take 4 or 5 trades per session. You're good. That's how at least that's how I do it. You understand? Why? Because I know that I don't need to take plenty trades. I can just take 4 or 5 trades. I'm fine. Now, when we do that, maybe you went from 100 and now you're at 60 or 80 or 70. You're good. Leave it. Even if I remember back then when I used to start, when I used to practice with those tournaments, this thing, my first target is to get to 30%. 30% of my balance. So I would try. Wow. That's crazy. 60 plus trades. That's crazy. You understand? So though some people have taken more than that. Some people have taken 90 trades. Anyways, so really, if you really think about it, back then when I used to do it, I'll start with 100. Once I get to 130, I'm done for that session. I'm going to take a rest. I'll leave it. Now, my next target is to have another 30% of 130. So you understand now. That's how it is. So 30% of 120, what is it? Of 130, I mean, times 30%. You can see it's 39. You get it. You add 39 to 130. That's 169. Once I get to 169, I stop again. I just pause for that moment. You understand? Then I'll come back again. I'll try and target 130. I'll try and target 30% of 169. If I'm able to grow like that little by little, before you know it, sometimes I've gotten to maybe close to like 500 before the end of the day, taking like 4 or 5 sessions. I'm good. Now, if you go like that little by little, it's better. Are you more focused on the strategy or focused on something? Uh, focus on something. What I don't understand. I'm more focused on the strategy actually and finding the best strategy. But you see, today's market is bagosh. It's not very good. You understand? I'm looking at the market. I was like, no, these are not good markets. You know, normally I wouldn't even trade this market. That's why this trade did not work. We have a gap up in favor of the sellers, and the buyers came in like this. No, something is wrong with this one. I know. You understand? The market is not settled, and usually, if the market is not settled, it's probably because now we should have a pullback here on a good day. We should have a pullback here. Normally, we should have a pullback here, but you see, it's just crazy. When the pullback doesn't happen, then you know that something is wrong with the market. You get it. So now in markets like this, it's a bad market condition. I wouldn't trade. Immediately I detect it, I'll just leave the market. Though I may maybe play around in the demo to see how well you can handle this kind of bad market, but I'm not going to take it seriously. I'm not going to try and trade seriously with this kind of market. Normally, you should have a pullback. Why? Let me explain. If we go to lower time frame, you see inside this place, there should be a demand there. Look at it. This is the demand. If we still go lower, we should be able to find more demands. Okay, if you see people winning too much, no, it doesn't bother me. I'm not bothered about people. Trust me, I don't. I focus on what me I can do on my own. Trading is a very personal thing. You understand? You cannot look at others and gauge yourself. Everybody is being gauged differently. I'm telling you. You understand? Because everybody did not start the same. Our intelligence level is different. The way we practice, the amount of help we each of us have when we are starting is different. Some people have mentors. You don't. You understand? So you're gonna be like somebody that has a mentor or that has money to buy course online. You understand? It's different from somebody that just learning. He's asking if you're scared of getting banned. No, 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 no. I'm never get scared of getting banned. No, no, no. I'm not scared of getting banned at all for anything. In fact, I'm fearless about a lot of things actually. Why? Because I try to do right. You get it, Jay. So I follow all the rules. If there's a violation, I don't there are certain violations I don't do. I just do what I can do, basically. So if you really think about it like this, you understand that you cannot compare yourself with others because the advantages and the privileges that everybody has is different. It's different. And because of that, you can't say, okay, this person made so amount, so me too, I should make this amount. No, you can't do that. You can't do that. But you can gauge your own progress. Like, okay, last month I was able to do this. This month maybe I can improve on that, or I lost one trade last week because of over trading. Now maybe this time around I will try and work on that. Yes, you can do that, right? Like, you can do that. I was planning to go with the sellers, but we have a gap down. I won't go with the sellers again. But to me, oh, Gabriel, how are you? This very market is not confusing to me, to be honest. Yes, sometimes it's I understand. Like I said, everybody has different ways of looking at the markets. You understand? The way your own training might be different from mine. One thing I learned is a trader need to create. Sorry, I couldn't finish reading that whole sentence. Now, the market is not confusing, really. But the thing there is, it is when you attempt the market and you see there are certain things that should work and they are not working the way it should work, then you begin to realize that okay, this market condition. Look at this. We have a third breakout. I can tell you for a fact, if price breaks this level, we may not have that red candle. And normally we should have a red candle after a breakout like this. You understand? Yes, talk coming up. But I have a feeling if we have that breakout, we may not have the red candle. But let's just see. Let's just, sometimes it's good to just see. Let's just see if it will happen like that or not. If we'll have a green candle after this breakout, I'll go with the sellers though. In fact, we don't have much in the quiver. You know what? Let's be responsible. Let's go with the third. You understand? I'll go with the sellers normally the way it should be, and let's see if the trade will happen. If the trade doesn't happen, then that tells you something, or it kind of confirms what I was saying. Sorry, I couldn't read your message. I'm trying to concentrate on this. Please resend the message so that I can read it. Let's go with the sellers. You can see the first thing, you have a gap down. This gap down now is in favor of the buyers. So that's the first bad confirmation that the buyers are going to come in. You understand? Unless maybe something happens. And you see, if you have a gap down and the sellers come in, something is still wrong with the market. Yes. Because usually gap downs are in favor of the buyers. The sellers should not come in. The sellers can come in, but usually the sellers should not come in. So that still tells you, that there's still something wrong with this market right now. So usually, if I detect the market like this, I will not take the trade. Let me read that message. Who came up with gap up or gap down? Uh, I really don't know the history. Okay, you were telling me to sell. I really don't know the history about gaps, but from my training, it kind of works. Oh, finally. Now it worked, but really, this gap down was not in our favor. You get it? Something is still wrong with this market. I can assure you, because it usually doesn't happen like that. Normally, when we have this kind of setup, we'll have a gap up in favor of the sellers, then we can take the trade. You get red green pattern. Yes, you can see the red green pattern. Yes, win win win. So we have red green, red green, red green, then red. Now we have a gap down now. You can see. I'm not expecting the sellers to come in. I was expecting a green candle here. I don't learn. Yes, now definitely. It doesn't take long to once you are with the right set of people or the right person, the right teacher, it doesn't take long. Once you have the right information, it doesn't. Hey, Malibat, so how are you? It's nice to have you here. Thank you so much for joining. Hope you're feeling great today. Thank you so much for joining. Thank you very much for joining. It's nice to have you here. Yes, guys, please, I would really appreciate if you are new to the channel, please go ahead and click the subscribe button. We're trying to get to 1,000 subscribers and we're very close right now. If you check the subscribe count, you can see we're very close now. I'll be honored to have you as one of the first. You still have a chance now. Let me put it that way. You have a chance now to be one of the first 1,000 subscribers on the Barter-Pro channel. So thank you so much for doing that. I really appreciate it. And if you're gaining value from this and you would like to support the channel, hey Dino, how are you? It's nice to have you here. Thank you so much. I'm not going to buy or sell yet. I don't see any reason to buy or sell yet, so I'm not going to do that right now. I'll just wait for good opportunity, then we're having a breakout now. I have a feeling that the buyers may just start pushing to the upside, so I'm not going to do anything yet. I will just wait. So if you like to support the channel, guys, go ahead. If you want to tell me thank you, yeah, use the super thanks. It is called super thanks for a reason. I know some of you want to tell me thank you. Go ahead and use the super thanks. You understand? Use the super thanks, use the super chats, use the super stickers, and consider being one of our Barter-Pro YouTube members. You understand? These are all the ways you can support the channel. You understand? There are other ways we are going to be coming up with. You understand? Your support is really needed, actually. So please, thank you so much for doing that. I really appreciate. No, no, this is not. This is not. It's not my full time job. When I resume now, I would, yeah, ready to buy. Now, when I resume now, I probably may not have all the time to spend like hangouts the way we normally do like this. But don't worry, I will definitely find out time to actually, for us to hang out, because I'm enjoying this. I want us to do this more often. That's why I need your support actually. If we can do, see, if I have enough support, I can do this for a very long time. Like, I really love teaching, demonstrating, you understand? And if maybe even at that time we can be trading live, you understand? You understand? Because if you have massive support, why not? You can trade live in front of everybody, you understand? And you will really show how everything works with people. You get the gist. Yes, you can use the super thanks. Now, let me quickly show you how to use it. If you want to, anytime you want to send a comment, on your right hand side, there's this heart sign that has this S in between. But there's a heart sign. I know it's like a heart. Then they drew something inside like this. You can click on it. Now, once you click on it, then it will take you to a, I think it will just give you a menu. So you'll be able to learn more. Like you can choose any of the one down there. You understand? It's a dollar sign. Fine. Okay. Now, guys, Gem World has been one of the people that has been supporting the channel. So she has experience in this. She can tell us. You understand? So it's a dollar sign that is so beside that comments area on your right hand side, you see it. Just click on it. You understand? And you'll be able to support us with whatever you feel comfortable with. You understand? So thank you so much for doing that. I really appreciate actually. You understand? I've been told to talk about to say this. So I'm saying it now. Just go ahead. You understand? If you feel like telling me thank you, use it super thanks. If you feel like giving me a chat in a very different way. Okay, you've seen it. That's good. That's good. So that's the one. Now, it doesn't have to be during live. You understand? It could be anytime. You can just click on any of my videos and click the comment section. You see it. So anytime you feel you have that feeling of doing it, just do it. Go ahead and do it. Don't worry. Yeah, if I see it, I'm going to mention it in the next live. You understand? And that's the reason why most of the time when we have Gem World in the house, I'm always talking about Gem World because Gem World has been helping so much. So thank you, Gem World. Thank you so much. She's been one of the biggest supporters of this channel. So thank you so much. And you also can also be one of our biggest supporters too. So thank you so much for doing that. I really appreciate. Thank you, Gem World. God bless you. Okay. Let's look for another very good opportunity. Yes, thank you, thank you. There are not plenty of opportunities in the market today. Look at this momentum now. You cannot trade against this momentum. You know, we have a level here, but I can tell you, price would probably just break this level and just push to the downside. Normally, we should have a green candle after this, but even if you take the trade, it doesn't seem like, though we will try it. There's going to be a very big sell. Yes, it looks like a very, very big one. And even if you have confirmation, when you see a momentum, don't trade against it. Just leave it. Okay, the momentum is broken now. That's good. We have another level here, and the level is on a round number, so that's a good thing. But I'd rather hold on to this level down here. So there's a whole lot. And guys, if you are new to the channel, please go ahead and click the subscribe button. We're trying to get 1,000 subscribers. It will be so nice. I'll be so happy if you can be one of the first Barter-Pro 1,000 Barter-Pro subscribers. I really appreciate that. So thank you so much for doing that. Just click the subscribe button, and if you would like to, if you like me to um take you on a one-on-one mentorship, join the Barter-Pro mentorship. The link to join is in the description below. That the Telegram channel. So click the Telegram channel. Once you are in the Telegram channel, you will see a tag called Barter-Pro mentorship. Click on it and send me a message. Immediately I see your message, I'll go ahead and reply you immediately as soon as I see it. So thank you so much for doing that. Since we are not seeing too many setups, I think we should just call it a day. Tomorrow is another day, so we'll be here tomorrow by God's grace. You know, normally we should go with the sellers now. We have red green pattern after this green candle. You understand? We normal. Let's take this one. Let's just see. Maybe this will be the last trade of the. To be the last trade of today's session. I hope it's a win so that all of us will feel good. Yes, I think it's going to be a win. Let's take one more because it's now we have red green pattern. Look at this. So we have doji break because this is a doji. Look at this doji. So we have doji break. We have red green pattern. So we have red green, red green, red green, red green. We're expecting a red. You can see now. And we have a gap up in the favor of the sellers. You understand? So every reason points that we should have sellers in the market right now. If the sellers don't come in, yes, three solid reasons. Thank you. If the sellers don't come in and they don't give us a red candle, that proves my point that the market is messed up. You understand? And it happens like that. I understand. So I don't feel bad when market go haywire, but I wasn't expecting this to go haywire. Good, it didn't go haywire, so we should feel good. You understand? So that should be the that. Let's wrap it up for today. We'll be back tomorrow by God's grace, and we'll be able to. Maybe in the next 12 hours, we'll be back again. We'll be able to have another amazing session. So thank you so much for joining today. This is Doji Range. Thank you so much for joining today. I really appreciate your comments. I thank you for your support too. Yeah, I really appreciate, and I'll see you in the next one by God's grace. So peace out. All right, this is a good one. That's good. Okay.